I am asking that you stand with me and boycott Netflix for gender bias and color bias.
In today's video, we are shedding light on Monique's now infamous and, frankly, legendary proposal of a Netflix boycott, which led her fans and peers alike to share their thoughts on her sentiment, which stemmed from her being financially lowballed for her talents. One of the most notable debates on the subject was shared when the legendary comedian and The View co-host Whoopi Goldberg, which didn't at all end well. Now, with months passing since the sit-down, Monique is sharing her thoughts on the event, and she made one thing clear: there is nothing Goldberg can teach her that she doesn't already know herself. Monique, whose full name is Monique Angela Hicks, is an American actress, comedian, and talk show host. She was born on December 11, 1967, in Baltimore, Maryland, USA. Monique initially gained recognition as a stand-up comedian known for her bold and humorous performances. She appeared on comedy shows like Def Comedy Jam and The Queens of Comedy. Monique's breakout moment came with her role in the 2009 film Precious, based on the novel Push by Sapphire. She won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her powerful and transformative performance in the movie. In 2009, she hosted her own talk show, The Monique Show, where she interviewed celebrities and engaged in comedic segments. She gained attention for calling a boycott of Netflix in 2018, alleging racial and gender bias in their offer for a comedy special. Whoopi Goldberg, whose real name is Carolyn Elaine Johnson, is a highly accomplished American actress, comedian, author, and television personality. Whoopi Goldberg was born on November 13, 1955 in New York City, New York. She adopted the stage name Whoopi from a whoopee cushion and Goldberg to honor her Jewish heritage. She began her career as a stand-up comedian in the 1980s, gaining fame for her unique and socially conscious comedy style. Her one-woman show on Broadway, titled Whoopi Goldberg, brought her critical acclaim. She has hosted her own talk show, The Whoopi Goldberg Show, and has been a co-host on the popular daytime talk show The View since 2007, where she is engaged in discussions on various political and social topics. The two first got into it over Monique's campaign for her fans to boycott Netflix after they reportedly lowballed her as a black female comic, with a $500,000 offer for a comedy special. Monique's counterparts, Amy Schumer, Dave Chappelle, and Chris Rock, were offered $13 million and $20 million. Both Chappelle and Rock were offered the same amount, respectively. Actress and comedian Monique said that she wants fans to stand with her against Netflix for gender bias and color bias. Amy Schumer said, "I don't believe I deserve equal pay," to Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle. The comedian said that Schumer negotiated her salary after learning about Chappelle and Rox's pay and ended up with $13 million. Monique said that when she asked Netflix for more money, they told her, "Well, we believe that's what Monique will bring," she claimed.
Well, based off of Monique's resume, you see that what she's done. I know, but we don't go off of resumes. He said, well, then may I ask how you came up with Amy Schumer's number? He said, well, she sold out Madison Square Garden twice, and she had a hit movie in 2017. Sydney then said, is that not Amy Schumer's resume?
Monique returned to Instagram after Sykes' tweet and said that while she had no problem with Schumer getting paid $13 million, she hinted that Netflix lowballed her and Sykes because they are black. She pointed out that between both of their careers, they have more than 50 years of experience. How is it that when it comes to these two black female comedians that are still at the very top of their game, after 50 plus years being in this business, be offered $750,000 collectively? Make that make sense, she said. Though Monique and Goldberg shared differing stances on this issue, it was the Sister Act star The View's salary that most recently caused her to break down. The comedian told Comedy Hype that they had a conversation backstage at the show and things got emotional. "When I get Whoopi Goldberg on the flip saying, 'Fuck them little ones coming behind you,' you better give a damn about you. That crushed me that day in her dressing room," she said, "because Whoopi Goldberg told me the salary she makes from The View, and that hurt my feelings. You've been there for 10 years and you accept them paying you that? And you're telling me, don't worry about the little ones coming up? Damn if I ain't got to be worried about you too, because you accept that salary? It makes it hard for me. And how hard do you think it's going to make it for the one who ain't here yet, because you accept that salary?" She added that Goldberg kept stressing that she not be concerned with the women coming up behind her, which Monique claimed made her uneasy.
Stand in my sister's dressing room, and she say to me, "You can't be worried about that one coming up." Well, what if Mom's Mabley didn't worry about you? What if those ones didn't make it better for us? So I try not to take it personal, but it's personal, because these are the women I look to. So I don't want the little girl who's not here yet, or little girl right down the street at the juice bar that says, I don't want her to walk away and say, that ain't who I thought she was.
Monique is not happy at all that Whoopi Goldberg wants to school her about what salaries should be in the industry, and she had some choice words for her too. After launching a boycott against Netflix in January of 2018 for allegedly failing to offer her what she believed to be a fair salary for her comedy special, Monique, 51, appeared on The View to talk about her frustrations. And that's when things got awkward, as the Ghost star 63 simply told her this.
I could have schooled you on what was expected.
And the precious actress is not happy about that interaction. As a reminder, if you're enjoying this video, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for even more celebrity news. When you have a woman saying, I could have schooled you, someone would say, what was the schooling going to be? When I look at this woman you say is our icon and our legend, she is, Monique told Vulture. She continued, but how many things has Whoopi Goldberg executively produced? Whoopi Goldberg has always been the help, and I say humbly, so what is it that you're going to school me on? I've been doing it for almost 30 years. The Oscar winner was not done tearing into Whoopi, adding, this is a woman who says I could have schooled you, and this is a woman who accepted Ted Danson in blackface. And our community praises this woman. So oftentimes we do it to ourselves. But I just can't understand. I love my sister. Mo also shared some details about a behind-the-scenes conversation she had with Whoopi, expressing to The View co-host that she hoped her boycott would help the future queens in comedy who should know to demand their worth. According to her, Whoopi wasn't having that either. In that moment, I knew I was looking at a woman who didn't give a damn about me, Monique said. And if she's telling me stop worrying about that little girl who's not here yet, well, she forgot about the ones that came before her who were worried about her. In that same interview, she kept it 100 about Tyler Perry. Remember last summer, she released a secret recording of the director and precious executive producer telling her she had been mistreated by those in the industry, and how her career stalled after winning the Academy Award. Monique said, we had given Tyler Perry a year to keep his word. Brother, you said you were going to come out and say something. Well, you never came out and said anything. And what was disheartening was people who were saying, how could you tape him? But they weren't saying, oh my God, did you hear what he said? He said she wasn't wrong. Do you think Monique deserves the same pay as Amy Schumer, Dave Chappelle, and Chris Rock were offered? Is Netflix gender and race biased? Share your opinions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to this channel, like the video, and watch this one as well.